Hi, we are Niti and Natasha, and we are infant development specialists from Life Steps Foundation, and we are here today to talk about another routine. Today's routine that we are focusing on is feeding and meal times.
So feeding is a fun topic, and many parents are concerned about feeding. So we will start about feeding routines, and the idea of routine is to help kids to understand what is coming up, and that predictability helps to reduce the stress because then they know that, oh, this is something I have to do next. This also helps them to participate more or they cooperate. So you can say, hey, in 5 minutes we're gonna eat our lunch. So that's way they know, like, in 5 minutes it's gonna be feeding, I'm gonna be done the thing I'm playing or I'm working on. This also gives them a sense of time that, in 5 more minutes we're going to eat, and eating is going to be fun. During that time, parents can talk about what are they going to eat, how their meal today is going to look like. So kind of talking about what is going to be in their plate so they are prepared what they're going to eat. This also helps them to build the confidence because then they would be prepared, and they would probably, if they walk towards it or crawl towards it, and they are being like confident that I am gonna eat or I'm ready for this. So they will be more excited about it rather than suddenly giving something and they are not prepared, and sometimes they lose temper. Um, and kids learn through repetition. So uh, if it is like routinely used every time, like it's going to be dinner time, it's going to be lunch time, or it's a breakfast time, and with those kind of exciting intonation or change in the voices of parents can excite them, and they are more ready to go into the activity as well as ready to enjoy it. And routines help in routine is important for your life skills because our life, some part of life has some routine daily task, and that kind of gives us this security that this is what we are going to do, and it makes us more streamlined. So kids also enjoy that routine. Once it's established, it helps them to have more predictability about the environment and more control. Many parents are concerned about their children eating habits, and we would like to talk about some kids are good eater or they like to enjoy their meal as a whole. Some kids enjoy grazing or like eating in snack or like eating small quantity but more often. um, and this is perfectly fine for it's more of a child choice what they would like to pick or what they enjoy. Some are super active, they burn more energy. Some are like they enjoy the food as a whole meal. So mm, the idea of grazer is sometimes they eat enough, but it seems like they're eating smaller quantities. So parents are concerned that they are not eating enough. So if you are concerned about your child health and feeding habits, and if you feel like the child is not gaining enough weight or losing weight actually, or they are not keeping keeping that their weight graph or the developmental graph, so then it's something that you might be it might be concerning, and that is the time you can talk to your pediatrician or some their children's specialist. But as long as the children are healthy and they are gaining weight and they are participating and happy and they are not fussy, I think they are okay with their own feeding habit. Because sometimes pushing them, kind of they don't like that being pushed, so they might be more reluctant to try more food, or they are more resistant. But making the food exciting can help them. So and I think routine also helps them when they are eating, because then once you set up like, oh, this is a snack time or this is the meal time, so they expect that it's meal time would be more food, or like kind of we all as a family member will sit together, or this is a routine that I have to sit on a high chair or my dining chair, so whatever the family dynamic allows, so they are being more prepared. And that also gives them an idea that this is going to be my meal time and this is going to be my snack time.
If you do have a child who is a major grazer and you're trying to encourage them to participate more in meals, one thing that you can do is, depending on where your child is in terms of like, are they just trying solids? Are they, well into toddlerhood and eating all kinds of stuff? You can use foods that they either already like, or you can use foods that you think they might like and add a little bit of interest to make it more fun. So the image on the right, I believe, is either sweet potato or butternut squash, and it's just been cut into shapes before it was cooked or after. And there's the little ketchup there to encourage children to try it, and you can change your language around it. So instead of saying, I need you to eat 4 pieces of sweet potato, you could ask your child, could you eat a heart? Or you could say, mommy and daddy are going to eat a square. What are you going to eat? And instead of putting, the demand on them, you can kind of open it up to make it more of their choice. And that will hopefully encourage them to eat more. And then, the caregiver doesn't have to be, as vigilant when it comes to making sure their intake is enough. The image on the left is a little piggy face. And again, it's just if you're working on eating fruit, it's made with a bagel and cream cheese on top. And then they've put the pieces of the piggy face on there. They have used a treat. They have used like a red vine or a licorice for the mouth, and chocolate chips for the eyes, but you could totally use something more healthy. You could use something like raisins or Cheerios or something else that your child is familiar with that doesn't include the sugar. If you want to give your child a treat though and put chocolate chips for eyes, that's okay. Exposing your child to sweets once in a while is not going to ruin them and make them not want to eat fruit and vegetables. They'll still branch out eventually. It's okay to have some treats when you're being playful. So we are going to do a book now, called Yummy Yucky by Leslie Patricelli. And it's a very silly book. And it's again about making mealtime fun so that you're pointing out, what is baby supposed to be eating and what is baby not supposed to be eating. And also, I think sometimes caregivers and parents aren't sure why like food toys and kitchen toys are appropriate for toddlers. They're appropriate because it allows them to think things through, experiment, pretend, make decisions in their own kind of level. And so Niti has some food toys that she's going to take out while we're reading the book, that some of them correspond, but some of them don't. And we're just going to be kind of demonstrating, ways to include food in mealtime routines, or the idea of the food in the mealtime routines in your play, so that when it comes time for the real routine, the real dinner time, you can remember, oh, just like in the story, or hey, we made this when we were playing, and then point that out. And it gives your little one a sense of control and a sense of connection to what's going on around them. So let's start. Yummy yucky. What's baby eating? Spaghetti is yummy. Worms are yucky. Ew, baby. No, 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 no. Don't eat worms. Blueberries are yummy. Blue crayons? No, 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 no. We don't eat crayons. Those are yucky. Baby has a spoon. What's he eating with his spoon? He's eating soup. What kind of soup do you think it is? I think it's tomato. Yum, 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 yum. Eating. This baby is eating soup. Ew, yucky. No, no, no. This baby has a sandwich. What's in his sandwich? Does he have vegetables and bread? Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. Sand is yucky. Crunch, crunch. Mommy's cookies are yummy, but mommy's coffee? Look at her coffee cup. Ew, yucky. That's not for baby. That's just for the mommies. Chocolate is yummy. Who doesn't love chocolate? But hot sauce? Uh-oh. Too spicy is hot. Apple pie is yummy. Mud pie is not for eating. It's yucky. Burgers and fries are yummy. Oh, what's he doing? He's touching his nose. Boogers are yucky. Don't eat those. Eggs are yummy. Oh, there's his spoon again. I see it. But earwax? Yucky. Ears. Fish sticks are yummy. But fish food? Ew, that's not for baby. Yucky. That's for fishy. More foods that baby likes. Yummy things. Pizza, bananas, cupcakes. Cheese. Oh, milk. Oh, Niti, are you drinking milk? I love milk. Is that some bread? What about chicken? Who likes chicken? I do. Oh, but these foods are yucky. Should baby eat toilet paper? No. Should baby eat socks? No, 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 no. Should baby eat more soap? No, 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 no. These are all things baby should not eat. The end.
Bye, book. And
There's our silly book.
I like how you were giving a lot of expressions of yummy, yum, 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 and yucky. So kids can participate because they know that. And this book also has a reputation. There's a yummy, and there's a yucky, and there's yummy, and there's yucky. And after a couple of times you read, children would know that you are talking about yummy, and they participate, and they're like, and then they say yucky is like, that's so yucky. So they would be more prepared, and they know that this is something they are excited about to eat, and this is something not so exciting to eat, or it's not good to eat.
And if you have a child who's not very verbal yet, either because they're young or they're still working on their language, practicing those facial expressions can help them communicate in a way that they're capable of. They can do their finger, they can scrunch their nose, or they can say and rub their tummy. They don't have to say the words yummy, yucky, and label the food if they're not ready yet.
Food is one way to explore the sense explorations, and the kids learn through, when they are babies, they learn through their mouth and putting a lot of things in their mouth, and then as they grow older, they use their hands to explore. And when you are exploring through hand, you are learning a lot about food, just with just not looking at it. So you can talk about this. Oh, spaghetti is long, it's stringy, you put in your mouth, it's so yummy. And then you can show that how it's around your mouth, and you're okay with exploration, and having that positive feedback that you're trying and you're eating. Look, your hands are sticky, we can wipe it later. So just giving them a lot of verbal cues about what's happening to them and how you're going to help them later, rather than they are being like more cautious about their hands getting dirty or the face getting dirty. Food exploration also helps in sensory development, which is one major area of our overall development, which help us to be more participated with our nature, with our environment. And this also helps for the readiness of and the children are more ready to try food, because like coming as a fun, you can try feeding yourself, and you can try feeding your child, and then the child can try feeding you. So you're taking turn, it's getting more fun and it's more playful. So there are a lot of sensory activities other than feeding time you can try. There are edible color recipes that you can use when they are taking part, or when they are doing art activities, so that even if for younger kids who are still exploring through their mouths, or who tend to try because they're colorful and tend to try like trying through their mouth, it's still okay, rather than getting them like, oh no 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 no, don't touch it, or like, then they would be like trying to see what is that. So getting that positive feedback, like, okay, it's dry, how does it feel in your mouth, and then talking about that certain colors we can put in mouth, certain colors we can't, or certain food, like how Natasha was talking in book, like certain food is okay to try, but certain items are not for mouth. So that also helps kids to participate about or learning and making eating process more fun.
So we talked a little bit at the beginning when we were sort of introducing, how routines build confidence and independence. Feeding routines in particular, have to do a lot with health and growth, but they also have to do with independence. So, you want your child to increasingly be able to feed themselves the older they get. That starts with just that pincer grip and put in the mouth. But then as they get a little bit older, they can start exploring with utensils like spoons and forks. And, those are necessary steps for growing up. Sort of like we were talking about, routines are part of everyday life and they're going to be part of your everyday life forever. But don't stress it. If you have a little one who's willing to take 2 bites with the spoon and then gets tired and gives up, that's okay. They're showing you that they're willing to try it and they're working on the skill, but they're still kind of focused on just getting the food in there at this time. If you are planning to send your little one to preschool or daycare, there are some sort of independent eating skills that are important to consider, and we wanted to make sure we mentioned them. You may send your child to school with a water bottle, or they may provide water in the small Dixie cups, or the small paper cups. So if you want to try at home, giving your child just a little bit of water or juice or milk, their preferred beverage, in an open cup, and work on the bringing it to their mouth and not spilling it, that's an important independent skill, and it's something that you can do at home a little bit at a time to start practicing. And then having set snack time and set meal time in your home, whether your child is one who eats their whole meals in one go or more of a grazer, will prepare them better for daycare or preschool where that is the norm. They'll know, oh, it's snack time, so I'm going to go and eat some food now, and they'll know what's coming and understand. You can also start to allow them to sit somewhere other than a high chair if you're prepping them to, have meals and snacks at daycare or preschool, because they may end up, seating in a low child-sized chair and table and having the food in front of them. So those are just things to consider when you might be needing to make changes to your daily routine, because your kiddo's getting to that stage where, they might be out of the house for a couple hours a day.
And in this stage, a lot of these toys that Natasha was talking and reading book would be helpful, because then you can imitate or pretend, or like if they're younger, choose, then it's like a symbolic play, like open cup and they are pretending drinking, and then you can pour a couple of spoon of water in it and then just try to drink, and using two hands together and being more prepared. So it's again playful way of introducing these routine activities.
So we're going to do one more fun thing to encourage some language about food and just talking about food, but the vocabulary. We're going to sing a song that I think many of you will have heard before, called Hot Potato. So ready, set, go. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, 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 potato. Are you ready? Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Spaghetti, 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 spaghetti. Oh, get your hands ready. Mashed banana, mashed banana. Mashed banana, mashed banana. Banana, 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 banana. And one more time. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot Potato, 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 potato. Yay! And singing songs with your little one is a great way to build language. And if you are including songs in every day, including songs that incorporate aspects of routines can be helpful. You can sing it maybe before you go to snack time or before you have dinner, or maybe when you're in the grocery store and you're picking out what you're going to buy to have together for your meals. Sing a song while they're in the cart, or while you're in the car, about sort of those food words, so that they hear them, and then when they get to their mealtime routine, they can remember that language. That's why we sing so much.
Singing is fun.
All right, well, I think that's it for us today regarding feeding routines. We hope you found this video helpful, and we will be back to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.